Hello, Together Riders, and hello, Albert.
Hey, everybody. I'm so excited for another Together Ride Live. That's Gonzalo on your left, and I'm on the right. I'm Albert. We're your Together Ride co-host. Gonzalo, are you wearing hoop earrings, doll?
Darling,
Yes,
I am
Queen.
wearing my
Yes.
hoop earring.
You're
We
getting in
are
the
the
spirit for our.
co-hostess. Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say you're getting in the spirit for our drag show. It looks like. I love it.
We
All
are the
right. Well, awesome.
co-hostesses with the mostesses.
Co-hostess with the mostesses. We sure are. Well, I'm looking forward to our drag show on February 12th. We are hosting a fabulous drag show, and it is a highlight of the fiercest fashionistas in the Together Ride community. It's broadcasting at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time next Friday, February 12th via Twitch. And like Gonzalo, you should tune in. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two about drag. Now, drag is a subculture in our community, and it has provided countless contributions to our fight for equality, human rights, and even our fight against HIV and AIDS. Another equally fierce subculture is the incredible, once underground, ballroom scene. You may have heard of a popular dance style called voguing. Well, this is where it all started. It all started in the ballroom, honey. Um, Many of us were first introduced to the eleganza, extravaganza, and of the ballroom scene with the iconic documentary Paris is Burning. Join us and take a trip back to the 80s as we screen the award winning film. We will be broadcasting Paris is Burning at a special online location on February 10th at 7 o'clock p.m. We'll also have a special guest from the production join us. Check out the event page or your participant center for more details and RSVP.
We have a really exciting show for you today. We're going to see who is leading on our mileage and fundraising leaderboards, and then participant Art Desuyo is going to join us for a special Q&A about falling in love with fundraising. And as usual, please post your questions or your comments in the chats.
And get ready for Gonzalo's interview skills in action as he speaks with leading experts about racial and health justice, which is integral to the work of the San Francisco AIDS Foundation and Los Angeles LGBT Center. Finally, we'll be joined by Curtis Bass from Team Newberry Public and Jessica Fisher from Team Bank of America to play our first ever Together Round game, and we'll see who becomes the first ever Together Round champion.
The game is a little bit later, but to get us started, this is really important. We want all of you at home to decide who gets to play first. So take a moment right now and comment in the chat on who should lead us in our first Together Round game. Should it be Curtis Bass or Jessica Fisher? Comment on Twitch or Facebook now.
My vote's for the bear, but it's not up to me. It's up to you guys. So comment below. Until we play the game, let's see just how far we've come reaching our fundraising and mileage goals since January. Our community has raised over $619,000 and has completed over 280,000 miles. Y'all have been really, really busy, and it shows. But let's check out who is leading us specifically. Let's check out mileage first and see who's at the top of the leaderboard. My goodness, it looks like Mario has ridden over 3,500 miles. That is incredible. That's a lot of miles and a lot of time. Thank you, Mario, for your dedication. Let's see who's leading us on the team side of things. What teams are out there riding their bikes? All right, well, no surprise at all. Team Fubar has ridden over 31,000 miles. That is incredible. I also see South Bay Blaze. I see Team ALC Aholics. Lots of teams out there riding their bikes and contributing to that overall 1.2 million mile community goal. But let's see who's been fundraising. All right. Oh, I see. Will Ajoy is our top fundraiser right now. He's raised over $20,000. That is so awesome. And Art Desuyo, he'll be our special guest later on today. He's raised over $11,000. That is incredible. How about teams? What teams are out there making some money, honey? All right. It looks like we have Team Newberry Public, Team Fubar, Team Hot Wheels in the first, second, and third place positions for team fundraising. Congratulations to everybody that has been out there clocking those miles and raising that money. Good job, everybody. Are you guys surprised to see who's on top? You too can be on top. And we have plenty of great fundraising suggestions to get you there. So just pay close attention to this next segment.
Albert and I are thrilled to bring on our special guest, Art Desuyo. Art is one of our top fundraising participants. His love for fundraising is a huge reason why he's been so successful. And I think he's going to get you in the mood to fundraise this February. Dare I say, get you to love fundraising?
Maybe by the end of this broadcast, we'll get you to love dad jokes. But real talk, fundraising is a very powerful tool that connects you and the people you care about in making the world a more loving, just, and beautiful place. So if you approach fundraising from the perspective of it's a chore or you're in sales, your friends are going to sense that and they're going to respond in kind. And that's one of the things that can make fundraising not so very fun for some people. So the question is, how do we make fundraising fun? And how can we make it less transactional and a little more transformational for everyone involved? Lucky for us, we have a very special guest to help us answer some of those questions. We have Art Desuyo. Fun fact about Art has been in several feature films, and he also has an alter ego named Elise. Let's check her out. My goodness, check Elise out. She is ready for our drag show on February 12th, and it looks like she's going to be riding her bike there. Let's bring Art to the show. Hey, Art, how are you? Welcome.
Hey, how are you? I wish
I'm
Elise
doing
were
good.
here.
You look. Yeah, well, we'll see Elise later on, I'm sure. You look great, Art, and I can't help but notice that we're all matchy-matchy in our fabulous TogetheRide shirts. And if you guys at home want to have one of these matchy-matchy shirts, all you have to do is raise $250 and we'll send you yours. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about fundraising. We're also going to be taking questions from our viewers. So like always, leave your questions in the comments and we'll get to as many of them as we can. But I have some questions to start us off. First off, Art, okay. I've heard that good fundraising is all about sharing your values and matching them with your donors' values. Can you speak a little more to that?
Yeah, you're right about that. So when you're asking your friends and family, it's great to match what you feel, your ideal, your desire with them. So I like to tell them that I like to share that if we as a community continue this, we're going to get to the point where we don't have to ask for money anymore. Because why? We've ended HIV and AIDS.
That is such a wonderful point to get the we in there. The we, make it about us. We do share the same values.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to make the world a better place. So the we is very important. What is one of the biggest obstacles that people face when you ask them to donate, and how do you respond to people that might want to donate but they have an obstacle?
Okay, I think the biggest obstacle is people think that they need to donate big, size queens. So anyway, you can let them know, look, something as little as $10 provides for the San Francisco AIDS Foundation and the Los Angeles LGBT Center 143 condoms, $10. But if they still want to donate big, tell them there is a way to do that. If you can afford, say, $10 a month for 10 months, that's $100, a $100 donation.
That's incredible, and I think you're very right. All you have to do is have open conversations with your potential donors and let them know that there's so many different options for them to donate. So good job there. Art, what do you love about our organization and fundraising for the Los Angeles LGBT Center and the San Francisco AIDS Foundation?
What I love about the two organizations is they provide so many benefits and resources to those in need. For those who can't afford it, anything from housing to health services to education, it's there. The two organizations provide this. And it's important to let our community know that we have this available for those in need.
Absolutely. The two organizations, they provide so much for our community, and they're such an important part for our communities. So Art, thank you so much for everything that you do to support those organizations and make sure that we're able to continue offering those services. I think Gonzalo has a question from one of our viewers, so I'm going to let Gonzalo take over.
I do have a question here. Art, the question is, I feel like I've tried everything multiple times and I'm still not seeing results. What do you do when you go through a fundraising lull?
Well, when you go through a lull, remind yourself it's not about me. It's not about you. And the thing is, people are busy, especially around this time in the world of COVID. They're busy, so they just might need a reminder. So don't beat yourself up. Just get back on your horse and remind them that they're still asking.
That's some great advice. That's a great reminder to let people know that it's not about yourself. It's about the greater good, and it's about the organization's work. And it's a good reminder to constantly remind those folks. Art, would you like to announce our February fundraising challenge?
Yes, I'd love to. Here's how you can work on fundraising from a place of love. This month, do one thing that you love and turn it into a fundraiser. We're calling it the iHeart Fundraising Challenge. Again, do one thing that you love, raise at least $250, and share with your rep how you did it. Better yet, when you do that, post it on social media with the hashtag TogetheRide.
That's amazing. So I love to bake, so maybe I'll bake up some Valentine's cupcakes and exchange them for donations for my TogetheRide. Stay tuned. But what are you guys going to do at home? How are you going to get creative and get involved with the iHeart Fundraising Challenge? We'd love to have you all on a future TogetheRide Live broadcast so that we could talk about your fundraising endeavors, just like we did with Art today. Art, thank you so much for being here. You are so amazing. So many tips and tricks. I hope everyone's inspired to go out and fundraise. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you soon. Congrats with all your fundraising success.
Thank you so much.
Now, finally, if you want to continue spreading some of that Valentine's Day love around to your friends and family, head over to the Participant Center and download a special Thank You Valentine's e-card and send it to everyone you love. You can send it to some lovers, send it to some ex-lovers, and maybe even send it to some future lovers too. Just keep spreading that love. And if you love fundraising as much as Art, then you're going to love earning TogetheRide thank you gifts. Have you guys seen all of the thank you gifts that we have to offer this year? Well, check out a good friend, Mark Morales from the Camp Store. He's a Camp Store legend, here to talk to you about our $1,000 sweatshirt thank you gift.
Hi, I'm Mark, and here's more from your TogetheRide's Rewards Club. I'd like to talk to you about the $1,000 fundraising incentive. When you raise $1,000, you will receive this all-black TogetheRide branded cotton sweater. It's perfect for home casualing, zooming in office meetings, or social distancing as you wait around to get into your gym or grocery store. Let's take a closer look. As I said, it's TogetheRide branded down the arm for maximum visibility and features the lovely TogetheRide logo, giving you a little pizzazz up front. Keep an eye for upcoming segments on all of our incentive items, or go to the link at the end of this video.
Oh my goodness, that Mark is such a character, and it looks like he's also getting in the spirit for our drag show. You see, he had his nails did, and they looked amazing too. Now, earlier this week, Gonzalo flexed his Bobble Waters interview skills in this clip that you're going to see. Maybe he's hoping to snag a spot in a future In Conversation show. Now, for you newbies, maybe you just registered for TogetheRide. In Conversation is a monthly broadcast event that brings TogetheRiders closer to the work of our agencies and gives you stories to inspire your donors. February's In Conversation is about confronting racism and stigma in HIV and AIDS healthcare. You'll learn how our agencies approach health justice for all by building trust with the Black HIV community and confronting racism and anti-Blackness in the medical community. Let's tune in and see what Gonzalo did.
Thank you for joining my faux interview with Dr. Anthony Fauci, Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, and Dr. Donna Hubbard-McCree of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. I've taken previously recorded footage of their interviews discussing health inequality in communities of color, and I've pieced together a faux interview as a starter discussion to TogetheRide's In Conversation, Confronting Racism and Stigma in HIV/AIDS Care on February 24th, and in observance of National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day on February 7th. Dr. Fauci, as the United States plays witness to the continued rise of COVID-19, it's become clear that health disparities exist within race and class. At the helm of a new administration, are we at an inflection point where the public health concerns of people of color will be heard more clearly?
Well, I certainly hope so, because what COVID is doing is shedding another bright light on a systemic problem that has been with us for a very long period of time. In fact, even a little bit of a double whammy for the minority communities, particularly the African Americans, is that not only do they have a higher incidence and prevalence of the comorbidities that make it more likely that you will have a complicated course of infection leading to a serious disease, possibly hospitalization and even death, that the relative proportion of these comorbidities in people of color is significantly greater than that of the population in general.
What are some key drivers that place a greater burden on people of color?
The social determinants of health put people of color in a position because of employment, socioeconomic status, availability of jobs. They put them in a position that is more likely for them to be in contact with an infected person and not able to physically separate themselves.
And Dr. Hubbard, this doesn't just affect their care during a pandemic, right? Are there far-reaching consequences when access to adequate healthcare is limited?
In fact, many of the same social and environmental factors that place African Americans at risk for chronic diseases, such as heart disease and diabetes, also place them at risk for HIV. Stigma, fear, discrimination, homophobia, and negative perceptions about HIV testing can also place African Americans at higher risk.
The first National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day was marked in 1999 as a grassroots education effort to raise awareness about HIV and AIDS prevention, care, and treatment in communities of color. It's observed every year on February 7th. What successes and breakthroughs have the CDC experienced since then?
We are seeing great scientific breakthroughs and successes. For example, research does show us that when HIV-positive persons take HIV medicines early, they not only significantly improve their health, but also can reduce the risk of passing the virus to another person by 96%. We need your help in keeping the dialogue about HIV front and center. We must talk openly about HIV, confront the root causes of HIV, and get involved in the fight against HIV. Everyone and every action counts.
Amazing. Well, as you probably noticed, Gonzalo didn't really interview Dr. Fauci and Dr. Hubbard-McCree. They were taken from previously recorded interviews. But this sheds light on a crucial topic that's important to us here at the TogetheRide. In fact, we are all about racial health justice, and our agencies are committed to it.
Yes, I really enjoyed filming that mock interview, but I'm really looking forward to watching our conversation around this topic on February 24th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Head to TogetheRide.org to RSVP for TogetheRide in Conversation, Confronting Racism and Stigma in HIV/AIDS Care. And for more information about National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day on February 7th, head to the CDC website. So, on last month's show, I issued a Friends on the Fence challenge asking you to invite your friends on the fence to join TogetheRide. And I'm proud to introduce our next guests who took this challenge to heart and they totally rocked it, to be our first contestants in our new game that we like to call Together Round. Bum, bum, ba-dum. We don't have theme music, so I'm going to provide it. Bum, bum, ba-dum. All right, folks, let's welcome our Together Round participants to the show. Joining us today is Curtis Bass from Team New Bear Republic and Jessica Fisher from Team Bank of America. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Jessica, let's start with a little icebreaker question before we go into the game. Jessica, if you can explain your team in one word, what would you say or sing?
Dedicated.
Thank you. Great. Now, Curtis, how would you describe Jessica's team in one word? I'm kidding. Don't describe her team. Describe your team.
I would have to say compassionate.
Compassionate. That is a great way to describe New Bear Republic. Okay, another question for the two of you. Let's start with Curtis. Curtis, what sort of advice would you give to your friends on the fence about joining TogetheRide?
My advice is if you want to be a part of something bigger and better than yourself and as a way to give back, then the TogetheRide is definitely the thing to do. It's a life-changing event, and you'll definitely be very, very much rewarded by your participation and efforts.
Good advice. Jessica, your turn.
Look, it's more accessible than ever this year with all kinds of activity counting, whether that's biking inside, outside, walking, running, hiking, swimming, you name it. Yoga, gardening, do some activity conversion math. It all counts, and you're probably doing it anyway. So you might as well put all of that work to good use and maybe raise a little money in the process, and who knows, maybe even be motivated to do a little more.
Exactly. Help us get to that $5 million goal by June 30th. Okay, here are the Together Round rules. Each of you will be given a series of lightning fill-in-the-blank questions about TogetheRide, and your goal is to answer as many as you can in 60 seconds. Each correct answer, you will receive 2 points. The team captain with the highest score at the end of the round will be February's Together Round champion. We asked the audience at the beginning of the show who should go first, and it looks like, Jessica, you are first. So let's take Curtis off screen and mute him while Jessica plays. All right, Jessica, you ready? Let's get that timer on the screen, please.
Let's do it.
There it is. Okay, so the timer is going to start when I ask you your first question. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. The money you fundraise for TogetheRide supports what 2 nonprofit organizations?
San Francisco AIDS Foundation and the LA LGBT Center.
That is correct. TogetheRide has a community goal of riding blank million miles to honor the blank million people living with HIV in the United States.
1.2.
That is correct. The minimum age of participation for TogetheRide is blank.
There is no minimum age this year.
Good job. That was a trick question. You got that one right. TogetheRide's rules of the road require participants blank at all blank signs and blank lights without exception.
To come to a complete and full stop at all stop signs and stoplights.
Very good.
1 foot on the ground.
Yes. Okay. February is Blank History Month.
Black history.
Congratulations. The timer is up, but you did a great job. Hey, girl. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at your score. What did you get? Now I'm singing.
Drum roll.
You got 10 points, girl. 10 points.
Perfect 10.
All right, let's say goodbye to you real quick, and we're going to bring Curtis on. See you later. Hello, Curtis.
Hello, the pressure is on.
Yeah, it is on. We're going to bring up that timer. And that timer is going to start when I ask your first question.
All right.
Let's get that. Yeah, there it is. There's the timer. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. TogetheRide has a fundraising goal of raising blank dollars by June 30th.
$5 million.
That is correct, sir. After filling out your personal page bio, you'll receive this blank badge.
A welcome badge.
Oh, the answer that we're looking for is the storyteller badge, but good guess. A 100-mile bike ride is more commonly known as a blank ride.
A century ride.
That is correct. TogetheRide will be screening the iconic film Blank on February 10th, chronicling the fall and house culture of New York City in the 80s.
Paris is burning.
That is correct. Last month, I challenged viewers to invite 3 of their friends on the fence to join TogetheRide. I called it my Blank on the Blank challenge.
Your Friends on the Fence challenge.
You got that one right. That was a trick question. Good job. All right, let's see what your score is. Should come up in a second. How'd you feel, Curtis?
It was good. It was good.
Good. Good. Let's see what that score is. Curtis, you got 8 points. Let's bring back Jessica so we can announce our winner. There she. What an entrance.
If there's one thing I know how to do, it's make an entrance.
That was great. I thought you were gone. I was like, where did she go? Oh my God.
Hey, you with the trick questions, so I had to trick you.
Okay, you got me. The winner to be crowned Together Round champion and to bring honor of their TogetheRide team is Jessica Fisher for Bank of America. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Curtis, you did an amazing
Just like to
job.
thank my mother and my daughter and my wife.
Well, congratulations to the 2 of you. You guys are both winners in my heart because you are such amazing friends and great supporters of the ride. So thank you both for being our personal champions in the fight against HIV and AIDS. We're going to say goodbye to the 2 of you, but seriously, thank you for joining us. Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thanks so much. Bye. Bye, Curtis. Love you.
So for you viewers at home, my Friends on the Fence challenge is still live. Ask 3 of your friends on the fence to join TogetheRide and complete my Friends on the Fence challenge. How many times can I say Friends on the Fence today? Tell your rep once you do this for a chance to be featured on our upcoming TogetheRide Live.
I was going to say, wow, Curtis, we were rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. Learn something from this. But now that I'm done with my Tyra impression, we can move on. You both did really wonderful. You're both winners, baby. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up the show for today. I wanted to say thank you, as always, for joining us. We have a bunch of programming coming up in the next couple of weeks, like a lot. So don't forget to join us tomorrow, actually, for some indoor cycling with Meg Schutzer and Shannon Bond from 17th Street Athletic Club in San Francisco at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. You can join on Zoom or Twitch. Go to your participant center for more details to access the Zoom class and RSVP. In the meantime, I'm going to sum it all up for you in three takeaways. So first, fall in love with fundraising and participate in February's I Heart Fundraising Challenge by raising $250, doing something that you love. And then let us know how it went by posting it on social media with the hashtag TogetheRide. That's hashtag TogetheRide. And then make sure you RSVP to all of the things. Make sure you RSVP and attend Paris is Burning on February 10th, our drag showcase next Friday, February 12th, and In Conversation, Confronting Racism and Stigma in HIV/AIDS Care on February 24th. You visit TogetheRide.org and head to the calendar to RSVP for all of the things. Now, lastly, get your friends off the fence. Ask 3 of your friends to join you. Get them off the fence and ask them to join you for Together Ride, and complete Gonzalo's Friends on the Fence challenge for a chance to be featured in an upcoming Together Ride Live.
We just want to thank Art and Jessica and Curtis for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Everyone else that's watching, we look forward to seeing you again at our next Together Ride Live on Friday, March 5th. So until then, keep raising money, ride your bikes. See you soon.
Adiós, queridos.